Ladies and gentlemen, the May 2025 update for the Oppo Find N5 is live, at least on my device. I have the change log, and we're going to go over it and talk about what's new. So we are looking at an update that is just shy of 1 full gigabyte. It is 15.0.1.501. My device is a global ROM. It's not the Chinese ROM, so keep that in mind. The first little bit here that we have to talk about is kind of strange to me. It says under AI, you can now use voice or text commands to let Gemini complete some tasks for you, such as setting an alarm, checking on trips, or creating notes. We have been able to do that, if I'm not mistaken, the entire time. So I don't actually know what they're talking about here. I use Gemini and have used Gemini to create notes and set alarms, and I'm not exactly sure what checking on trips is in this context, but not really sure what's going on. Gemini kind of works the same across most devices. This has already been a thing. So if you have some sort of insight on why they included that, let me know in those comments down below. We have a new feature though, AI Recompose, a powerful feature that automatically adjusts the composition, aspect ratio, and color palette for optimal results. You can easily apply suggested filters to enhance your photos. So this sounds to me a lot like a feature that is now part of Magic Editor. I should say it's a thing on Pixel devices. If you go into Magic Editor, there's a little magic wand at the bottom, and if you tap on that, the auto frame feature pops up, and if you tap on that, it's going to generate several different versions of your photos that are framed in different ways, but the first one is actually the same photo, but zoomed out. Obviously, it's easy to crop in on a photo, but cropping out on a photo requires generating new information outside of your photo, and that is pretty darn cool. And I was kind of hoping that that's what this was going to be, and it kind of is, but not really. So in the Photos application, not Google Photos, the other Photos application, we're going to click on this Edit button, and then up here under AI Editor, you're going to see AI Recompose. So if we click on this, it's going to find the best composition. Now, I don't know what they're really going to do with this. They just kind of cropped it in and fully centered rows in this photo. Center, highlight, focal, balance. And then if you tap and hold on this, you can see that not only are they recentering it, they're also kind of doing some things with some adjustments to the colors. It does look like it's kind of popping a little bit more than it was before. And then you have these additional little filters that you can sort of toggle between as well. So this might be useful. This might come in handy if you just want to really quickly have a photo be sort of composed more correctly and have some of these adjustments made to it. It's going to do it pretty fast. We'll try another shot here just to see what it will come up with. I think that, one problem with this for me is that I feel like I'm going to naturally come pretty close to composing my shots correctly already, so I don't know how much help my photos are really going to need. So this one, it actually rotated it and zoomed it in, and again, things look like they're popping a bit more. So, I don't know, maybe you could argue that is a better looking shot. Jumping back here to the changelog, we do have the improvement to cable connection stability of Android Auto. This is not something that I've been able to test before or after because I drive old cars that don't have Android Auto. Underneath camera, we have adds soft light filters in photo mode. You can now apply different soft light filters when you take photos or live photos. Let's take a look at that. So if we're in the Photos application now, you will have this new icon. So we've always had these filters down here, which you can use to just quickly change the look of your shots. But now we have another group of them as well: misty, glowy, and dreamy. I don't know how often I'm going to use these filters, but they're there. I took a selfie with the front-facing selfie camera on the dreamy setting, and this is what it looked like, so maybe you'll enjoy that. The next one adds the Scramble alarm, which can send time-critical reminders of events through live alerts. So to look at this, we need to jump back over to our phone. We're going to create an alarm, and we'll just say that it's for 10 o'clock. And down here, ring once, work, scramble, or custom. If we click on scramble, it says here, the alarm will ring for the first time today at 9:57 a.m. To draw your attention, the current time will be displayed in the live alerts capsule. So up there at the top where your little selfie camera is, or if the device is open, just up there in the middle, down to the hour, minute, and second. This alarm is perfect for times when you need to scramble for tickets or catch hot sales. So I guess it's just going to kind of show you this thing in the live alerts to remind you your alarm is coming up very soon. Do whatever it is, or get ready to do whatever it is that you set this alarm for. This next one's a little bit vague. Improves the experience of floating windows. Not really sure what that could mean. It could mean anything. The next one is also vague. Improves system stability. We have the next one is fixes a display issue that occurs in some scenarios when you fold or unfold the phone. And then, of course, you do have integration with the May 2025 Android security patch to enhance system security. So I would say for this update, nothing that's absolutely earth-shattering. I think that maybe if it has fixed Android Auto connection stability for some people, that could be big for some people. AI recompose, I think, is probably neater than I first expected it to be. Always cool to see new stuff happening with the cameras and whatever system stability fixes they're rolling out. That's also good. But by and large, it's just good that we're continuing to get, relatively regular updates on this device. And hopefully Oppo can continue with this current trajectory. Guys, thanks for watching. If you spot anything else in this update that maybe isn't in the changelog, that does happen occasionally. Maybe you see what's going on with those floating windows. Drop a comment in those comments down below. Subscribe for more content just like this, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.